guys, welcome to the Keeping It 99 podcast. This is the second episode here with your host Isaiah
and Mena.
and our first special guest George.
Hello everyone. It's currently 10:47 and we're in
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Okay, and we're very tired, as you see.
All right, yeah. So, so would you like to talk about, George, why we're in Mississippi today?
Well, we're actually going to the monastery, and if you don't, what's so funny? Are we not going to the monastery?
You're right, yeah.
Okay, exactly. And we're gonna be doing a lot of service and picking up rocks and
Helping the monks and,
pick up the rocks
and breaking the rocks and picking them up
and killing cows.
Okay, no, we're not going to be doing that.
and fishing,
yeah,
the
probably.
basic stuff.
Yeah.
And praying and eating beans. So,
Salmeya.
So hopefully...
if you're a Coptic youth out there, you understand.
All right, so hopefully the audio quality is better on this video. Hopefully we get the content quality better as we go on.
3 mics this time because George.
Yeah. So we have an extra mic. So anyways, George, obviously you are you go to Cherokee High School, right? You're a junior and you play football, so you're a student athlete. There's a lot of student athletes actually that watch this podcast. Or that did watch the first episode of this podcast.
Shout out Rafael Megan. He's a real athlete. You know who you are.
Okay. Anyways, would you like
And
to talk?
And Samuel.
Okay.
Samuel Malek.
Alright.
Real athlete.
And D1 basketball commits.
All right, enough. So anyways, would you like to explain like how have you obviously you're a very successful student and a very successful
Not really.
Okay. Well, I guess you're not really. But what tips do you have for like trying to balance like school life and athletic life?
The key thing to just be successful in your outside of life, like work or or sports, and then managing that with your academics, is definitely time management. When you know what you need to get done in your day, because time is valuable, and when you know what you need to get done, and you have everything organized for yourself, that at this time, this is my time to study, and I need to finish this, and this is my time to work out, that's my time to work out. So time management and having a schedule is super, super important when you have a lot of things to do.
So
because
like
time is valuable.
No, I agree.
No, I agree 100%. But like
you can't like get the time that you wasted back. So you gotta like use it wisely throughout the day.
So sometimes if you're taking way too long of a break when you get home, maybe shorten that break or find pockets of time and prioritize that to do your schoolwork or get in any extra type of work or anything that you need to finish, laundry, chores, whatever that you can do to stay ahead.
So like where do you find like, because obviously it's very hard like when you get home from a long day for school to like really like get to work like right away and to really like get working, do your homework, study, and do a lot of times it's hard to find that motivation. So like, what do you find? Like, because I know for me, like it's really difficult. A lot of times I'll spend hours on YouTube just scrolling aimlessly before I even like start my homework. Just watching videos, video after video after video, and time just flies by. So what would you say is like the easiest way how you like really stay focused on your work? Because a lot of times I feel like athletes, like when they have practice later, they like kind of put off their homework until after practice because they're like, or if they have a game or something, because they're always like, they're looking forward to it. And so it's hard to like motivate yourself when you're looking forward to something. But how do you take care of that? Like, how do you motivate yourself when you know that there's something like that you're looking forward to, like it's about to come up?
So I just want to say 2 things right off the bat is that the first thing that's really important is probably like key term is discipline. Discipline. And then definitely the second thing that I would say is that you are first a student before an athlete. So student should come first, meaning that if you're putting aside your homework for athletics, then you're not fulfilling your actual role as a student athlete. So it kind of defeats the purpose. And you should have, when you are a student athlete, you represent your team, your friends, your school, and you really are a role model in your community and your area in your school or whatever. So it's important that actually you represent yourself well in all aspects of your life, including academics. So that's really important. And then going over to discipline. Discipline is key because it's something you can't just like like with a snap or just like it doesn't just come in one in one night. Like it takes time, it takes practice, it takes failing and then coming back up. It takes that night I didn't do my homework, but tomorrow night I have to. It's a must. It's a need. It's a requirement.
Yeah, so obviously I know you're a very good time manager. You're probably one of the best time managers I know. And so obviously you don't like to procrastinate.
Not at all.
I know you hate procrastination. I procrastinate all the time, but like, how do you like? Was there ever a point in time where you were a procrastinator? Like, were you ever like at that point where you'd always put off work to the last minute, or?
Oh yeah, for sure, all the time.
So how did you make that? So how did you make that switch from like being like a massive procrastinator, like that was like lazy, like never did their work, to
Take this
like?
step.
Well, you gotta.
Yeah, well, like, what is that? Like, how did you do?
You gotta deceive yourself. You just have to deceive yourself. If you're procrastinating and you know it's due in a week, which a lot of people are like, oh, I have a whole week. You gotta deceive yourself. It's due tomorrow. Like really deceive yourself. Study like if it's tomorrow. Because we've all studied for a test the night before, and like the amount of focus and energy we put it into studying is like tremendous compared to like if it's like a week before, like we're relaxed, we're chill. It's like it's not a big deal, you know. So study like if it's the night before for everything, or do your work like if it's the night before.
So another thing I'd like to add on to that, because obviously being a student athlete in itself is very hard in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being a good person in the classroom, being a good athlete on the field, and I think like to add on top of that, you have the whole you going to church all the time. How do you balance your spiritual life with being a student athlete? Because you're not just a student athlete, like you're a Coptic Orthodox student athlete, like you're a very it takes a lot of like going to church 3 days a week takes a lot of commitment. So how do you really manage all of that, and like what are your priorities, and like how do you really like put your life together in a way that it adds up,
Well, someone.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Hey, the beans are having some effect on our team.
Alright, guys.
But back to what you were saying.
Okay, chill out.
Prioritizing God above, all of those, even football, and is probably the most important. And for me personally, I find it as more of like when I go to church, that's relaxing for me. That's kind of like my break, my getaway from like the pain and kind of like just the hard work of the week. So for me, it's not like when I go to church, I don't find it as a burden for me.
So church is like where you like kind of like unwind.
It's where I let loose, but not really.
Yeah.
Don't let too loose.
So what about you, Mona? You have any thoughts on this?
Yeah. For your time management, do you use like any like? Do you have any
apps?
time management? Like, do you use the parental limit app on Insta? I don't know what it's called, but it's in settings.
Like-
it's usually
like
for
time limit?
Screen
Yeah,
time.
screen time.
Do you like
use
set
at
that for
all?
yourself?
Yeah, but when you know the password, it's not good.
Yeah.
That's something
Yeah.
probably gotta work on.
No,
I'll probably tell my brother. Hey, shout out to my boy Tony.
Daddy. Yeah.
Little B Daddy. I'll have him create a password for me that I don't know, so it's kind of
He actually does.
structured. No,
Oh, you will.
inshallah.
Inshallah. I'll tell you.
But I try not to be on my phone too much.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like to go along with time management, I feel like organization is a key thing. Organization not just in your academic life,
Personal
but
life.
yeah, like in everything, personal
Yeah.
life, like even like when it comes to church, trying to be organized and trying to fulfill your roles and your duties like as you should and in a faithful way, and really putting effort into what you do is a very hard thing. I find it very hard. So like, do you use any like apps for organization, or are you like old school, you write stuff down in an agenda? Like, how do you organize yourself?
Well, I know people that do write things in an agenda, and that's perfectly fine. But for me, I personally use Apple Calendar, and Apple Calendar for me is the easiest because you're on your phone all the time, and it's easy for me to delete, move events. That's a whole other
Yeah,
topic.
I feel like writing down an agenda is just too much, honestly.
Yeah, I personally use like an app that I saw on TikTok for. No, it's a good app. I use it for like my daily tasks, and it works well.
So it was an ad.
I have
Yeah, it was an ad, but it was a good app, so I downloaded it.
Nice. No, but I tried the whole calendar thing.
Did you?
It's so
What?
bad. I tried a calendar, like I try to use like Google Calendar and stuff, but I feel like it's so hard to like set aside times of like when you're gonna study this, when you're gonna study that, because like honestly, like you don't even know how long stuff's gonna take, honestly. And so trying to estimate it, I mean, I guess it's good to like set goals for it, but I feel like for me personally, it's so hard to try and like set time limits for me to like do certain tasks. And so I actually use an app. It's called TickTick, and that brings today's sponsor.
No,
We're not sponsored yet. No, but I use that app, and it's just literally just a list of daily tasks, and you change them, like put them in priority lists.
Hey, sorry to cut you off. Hey, what does Jadon say for those little subscribers? Anyone from the back?
Anyone know? What
He
Gideon says
goes,
for
it's like,
subscribers?
what's his sponsor name?
No, not
Bro.
Gideon's cousin.
It's
All right,
not
no
that-
one knows. No,
Hold on,
no one
hold on.
watches.
What do you?
No one-
Skeely or so it's
SeatGeek.
oh yeah,
That's what today's
it's
sponsor. SeatGeek.
Yeah, it's today's
They
sponsor.
help me and my friends get new cars.
Help you buy new ones. Crocs.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
SeatGeek helped me surprise all my friends with new cars.
All right. Anyways, back to the topic. So yeah. So obviously we started talking about your spiritual life, where we got sidetracked.
It's Siki.
Yeah, before we got sidetracked a little bit. So obviously you go to church a lot. You know, I see you.
Kind of.
Kind
Man's
of
really okay.
humbling himself.
Yeah, he's humbling himself. Yeah. You go a lot. You have services that you are like dedicated to. You know, like setting up for
Yeah.
The
St.
church.
Mark.
Yeah.
So like,
Set
how
up
do you? How do, I don't know how you wake
Hold
up.
on,
every
hold on.
single
Who's the
Sunday.
setup crew? Who's the setup crew for
Who's
St.
the-
Mark?
other than
Give a
you?
shout out to them.
Yeah, shout him out.
Number 64, Kevin Gabriel.
So good.
Number 16, Chris Gabriel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Chris,
He's
if
a
you're,
bum.
actually, I don't. Has Chris watched this, Kevin? No. Oh,
Boo.
talk about it. Has Tony
Uh,
watched it?
I actually don't know. But more importantly, then we have
Nobody watches
It's
it.
getting so much louder every time you move it closer to you.
we have our leader of them all coming at number 69, Mena. Actually,
Actually,
currently Bruno's sleeping, so we have to keep
we
it
gotta
up.
keep it quiet. But just a quick shout out. Hannah actually helped us set up this whole thing. That's why the quality has.
We don't need a shout out, dude. I already just shouted him out.
Well, I'm shouting him out again because he set it for us.
No, it's okay.
He massively increased the quality. If I only brought my computer.
Meshi as Isaiah. Let's
Anyways,
move on to the
move on.
next up.
No, so obviously, yes, you do go to church a lot.
Okay.
And so what would you put as like tips for like having a personal relationship with God? Because it's something that I know like
Consistency. Consistency,
Yeah.
consistency, consistency.
No, but I feel like it's something like a lot of like Coptic youth struggle with, not just Coptic youth, but youth in general, that are Christian, non-Christian, like trying to have a real connection with God or whatever they really believe in. I feel like it's a very hard thing in our generation. Like a lot of people struggle with it. I know I struggle with it a lot actually. Like the consistency in prayer. I know Muna struggles with it.
How do you know?
I'm kidding.
I'm just kidding. I do.
I'm joking.
I mean,
But
I
know-
do too. So.
Yeah, no, I know. I feel like consistency is one of the consistency and discipline are the two hardest things you can ever do, or ever like really accomplish in every aspect of life. But I feel like especially spiritually, just because like you can't physically see something, it's really hard to really put time and effort into it. So
Mhm.
how would you say like obviously, again, like going back to your motivation, your drive. What drives you, motivates you to really, pursue a relationship, like a personal relationship with God.
So when I came to that point where I was like, I was just going to church, like just to church, just to go to church.
Yeah.
And it was so habitual. It was just like, well, it's just another Sunday morning. But like you gotta start asking yourself like, okay, why am I going to church? Like, why am I waking up in the morning to just like do all this? And if
Sorry.
wallahi, if you have a purpose for what you do, then you will continue to do it consistently.
Yeah.
So if I go in with the mindset, like
It's
my
like
purpose
so
here
long.
is
In and out.
in and out.
Like you just like go to
Go in
church
and then leave.
Yeah, you go and you
okay.
attend. You kind of pay attention like for like 30 minutes and.
If my purpose for like as a person part of the congregation, is to engage and pray and lift up our hearts to God, then if I find that to be my purpose in church, then consistency will just fall. Or if you're a deacon or etc.
Yeah, I feel like, part of consistency, because there's obviously in the Catholic Church, right? There's two types of prayer, right? There's more than two, but there's like two main types of prayer, right? There's communal prayer, and there's like personal prayer, and I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Sorry,
are you tired, man?
Yeah, just a little
You
bit.
tired just a little bit? Oh, I'm tired too. But anyways, so there's like two main types of prayer. Are you laughing at Kevin because he's sleeping over there?
Alright, keep going.
Looking at Adam. Okay, sorry.
Close. Stop looking at him.
Before I Will Smith you, dude.
There's two types. Oh yes.
About a Will
So
Smith.
obviously, so we're filming this on
April
the
3rd.
Sunday, the week after. The
Before
Will Smith
we-
Chris Rock. As we were filming our last episode,
Before that zebra.
right after we filmed it, that happened. So actually, I'd actually we're gonna pause our previous subject. We'll come back to it, the communal versus personal thing. But I would like to know, what are your thoughts on the Chris Rock Will Smith?
I mean, the man had to do what he had to do.
Okay, no. Do you think it was staged or not?
Stage?
Do you think it was
To
staged?
be honest,
For sure.
Exactly, that's what I said.
Hollywood would
Chris
do
Rock,
anything.
Chris Rock was leaning in.
Just letting you
and
know,
got slapped.
I don't think anyone even knew the Academy Awards were on that night until Will Smith
So
came
Will
up,
Smith came up and got.
gave him Habib Bonilla for a show.
No, I think it was. I don't think it was right for Will Smith to do that.
So do you think it was staged?
No.
No, that's my question.
Especially for his bald wife.
Even if it wasn't staged. Like, let's say it wasn't staged. Okay, it would still be wrong for Will Smith because Chris Rock is a comedian, a well-known comedian, right?
Well, no.
Well, he makes jokes. He cracks jokes all
exactly.
the time, and he's like the announcer. For
He's
the
literally the zebra
Yeah.
from Madagascar.
Yeah, he is. So he's known to make like jokes just for fun.
And Donkey
So
from
if
Shrek.
he cracks one on
No,
his
but
bald
it
wife,
was
then it's fun.
it was funny because Will Smith was laughing.
Yeah,
and then turns around. His
Jada,
wife
Jada
is not
probably
laughing. Goes,
brought
wait,
something
never
up
mind.
about August, dude.
Yeah.
But did she cheat on him?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw him.
An entanglement.
I saw
a
meme that.
What does an entanglement even
when you
mean?
cheat on someone?
Like why call it an
It is-
entanglement? Just
Because
say
they don't
you
want to
cheat.
be guilty of cheating.
Yeah, they just throw out a word out there to kind of
Entanglement.
kind of simmer down the situation. But no, but I saw a comment on an Instagram post that was like memes about like whatever happened. And I saw one was like, Chris Rock should have, like, his best comeback would have been like that slaps me back to August. Which is like
That wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
I saw one that was like, if that's how he acts in March, let's see how he acts in August. Okay. Because again, the guy's name is August.
Next.
First off, who names your kid August?
Man,
I don't know, dude.
Someone
Anyways,
named
anyways, back to the original subject. So back to the someone named May. So back to the subject. Obviously in the Coptic Church, there's two types of prayer. There's communal prayer and there is personal prayer. I know obviously for communal prayer, it's a lot easier to find like motivation to go to church. because like there's people there. There's like you have friends there. Your family's pushing you to go. But I know like even like especially for me personally, like trying to like go into your room, close your door, and really pray to God is honestly like one of the hardest things to do because you're either like always too tired or you don't have time and like all these things. So um like how do you motivate yourself to really do to really like partake of that like type of prayer?
Well, uh, this is something we all struggle with, and I struggle with it myself. And personal prayer and silent prayer in our rooms is like the most difficult thing to pursue, and because it's easy to pray in front of other people and make it look like you're praying or you are praying or whatever the case may be. But it's a lot easier with people around you. But that one-on-one with with God for just a couple even minutes a day, like changes our lives a lot. And we all know that. We are all like you have to sit in your room and pray. But really it's knowing that like even though that like 5 minutes that I might like sit with God Himself, that I might not feel anything in the moment. And you're not supposed to really like feel anything. Over time, you are building yourself, and that with the consistency of doing it and keeping that habit, you will like reap the reward for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And actually, before I went to my mission trip when I was before like my freshman year of high school, um, there was like a part of it like before we went where you had to like read a book.
Mm.
Um, and in this book, the author talks about like the power of silence,
Hmm.
the power of silence and prayer, and he talks about how like even just like sitting in your room and like really like focusing on your breathing and like focusing on your like heartbeat, it transcends you to like a different level of prayer where you're really personal like within yourself because I mean that's stuff that God created, right? God created your ability to breathe. God created your heartbeat, and it's you don't even think about it, and so it really is like the purest form of yourself. It's like literally what makes you a human. And so like obviously in this book I forgot what it's called, but we'll put a picture of it up here, the picture of the cover somewhere in here. um
Beep.
uh it's honestly it's a really beautiful thing. I actually tried after reading this book, um just like sitting in silence and really like indulging yourself in the silence and just like listening to yourself and to your own noises, that like your heart and your breathing makes, and it really does put you to a different level. I feel like in prayer, and I feel like honestly like that's a type of prayer. I feel like a lot of people think that prayer is like you have to be talking to God and you have to be like speaking like either to yourself or like out loud. And I think that's just not, I think that's not right. I feel like the silence is a prayer in and of itself.
What did it feel like? Like when you're just all quiet,
Dude, honestly,
dark room.
honestly, we're gonna try that tonight. You should try that.
Okay, yeah.
It's 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 so weird because for the first like 5 minutes,
Do you hear
right,
anything?
it feels normal. No, I mean like you hear
Yeah,
yourself breathing and
yeah.
you try to like control your breathing, control your breath, you like your heartbeat and stuff.
Mhm.
It feels normal for like the first like five-ish minutes,
Hmm.
but then like as it starts to take longer and longer,
You start focusing more.
dude, yeah, and you can really like it feels so weird, dude. It feels like it really does feel like like you're going to heaven, like you're really like in heaven. Like I don't know if you guys ever like in the liturgy have ever gotten those, like the warm feeling inside of you. You guys get?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
goosebumps.
yeah, with like goosebumps and all that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's like a lot more like mild. But
No,
mm,
we should definitely try this
yeah,
tonight.
no, yeah, we'll do that at some point in
Yeah,
this trip.
tonight.
Um, no, but like, so have you ever tried like a silent prayer?
Well, actually, yeah, like the biggest thing is when you're struggling with COVID, which is like something,
Oh yeah, you
I
had
think we've
COVID.
all went through COVID,
Hmm.
Yeah.
is that just sitting in your room,
By
Most of
yourself.
us, most of us have.
Have you gone
almost
COVID?
all of us.
Not Jacob.
Have you got COVID?
Yeah, I have.
All
I
right,
have.
so all three of us have gone COVID.
Yeah, it's
All right.
like just fighting the stillness and the silence
Yeah.
sometimes, because we're so like engaged. Either it's like social media,
Bringing your
in
Xbox into your
person.
room.
It's yeah, literally like we're playing Rocket League. You know, it was kind of
I
funny.
remember
It was. It
Three
was.
zip.
Did you got COVID twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's fun.
really just kind of taking it down a little bit, taking it down a couple of notches, and just really kind of taking in the stillness and the peace and quiet, and just focusing on like the deepest part of yourself, like the core person of who you are. I mean, it's really like it's amazing how powerful it is.
Yeah, and I saw
To say the least.
yeah, and I saw you on the bus today, or on the van.
Yeah.
Today as we were driving here to how long did it take us? 7 hours?
6.
6
About
hours?
6 hours.
About 6 hours
Mississippi.
to get to wherever we are, Mississippi, right? Something like
What
that?
part of Mississippi?
The South Mississippi. All right, South Mississippi. We're next to the beach, actually.
Soggy.
So
Yeah, we're like on the
we're
We'll
going
border.
in the
film. We'll
morning.
film ourselves at the beach.
Are we? We're gonna
I'm at the
Actually-
insert
beach.
clip.
I'm at the
Hold on.
beach.
Yeah, we got. I am under the
I'm at
water.
the beach.
I'm under the water.
Uh,
Please help.
so, anyways, obviously, like on our way here, I saw you were reading a book. Reading a
Yeah,
book.
for
So
just for a little bit, but it was kind of loud because some people.
I'm not gonna mention any names.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna mention names. We're just looking at them right now.
Disappointment.
And one of them's asleep.
Slumpy.
It's a little loud.
So obviously you're an avid reader. Do you read spiritual books ever?
Yeah.
Which ones have you read? I don't want to put you on the spot, but like which ones?
So
like what are your favorites? Give me one that's your favorite.
So I really do like the apologetics book, which is Timeless Truths. That's a really good apologetics books. I like I don't. This is more I kind of like just reference back to it, but the Life and Liturgy book. I really like that book.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
that's a good
that's the
one.
one they had at that one retreat, right?
Uh,
The Life
Yeah,
of Liturgy.
Yeah.
And then there's one. It's like Call for like the Ancient Past or something like that.
Never heard of it.
It's really good. I recommend it to you.
Actually, I brought a couple of books.
I would have
with
brought a
me.
book, but
Plus, I have
forgot.
3. Don't worry.
No, I want to continue my book. It was a good book.
What's the
You
book?
can read
It
one.
was Think and Grow
Dr.
Rich.
Seuss?
No.
Think and Real Rich?
Sam I Am.
Green Eggs in him.
Wait, so what were you reading?
It's called Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich. Yeah, Munna's
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Entrepreneur.
Munna's
Yeah, that's actually on my wish list to get.
his goal is to make millions one day. Every single time I
Off
talk
those
about the podcast-
NFTs, right?
To be financially free.
No. Every time, every time we talk about the podcast, he's always like, "Bro, we're gonna make millions. We're gonna
We
make
are,
millions
we
every
are.
time." All right,
You're
And
not
that's the
gonna-
goal.
we're not gonna make millions, George. You don't believe in us?
I'll be the hater, and I'm on the podcast.
First guess is already a
That's
hater,
that's
guys.
how you know we made it. We already got haters.
All right, well,
Okay.
we'll let you believe that
Okay.
one. No, but obviously, I feel like reading is a very good activity. I honestly don't read at all. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't read at all.
Yeah, same.
But
I-
I'm trying to. I'm trying to start reading.
It's a good habit that
I
I
read
is.
for
kind of
school.
started
I read
this
for
year.
school.
Yeah.
Most of the books. Some call me
No,
out.
I mean books for school are boring. They're,
I
they're
didn't
not
read
like,
The Great Gatsby though.
Yeah, I had
I didn't read that
451
one.
Movie's really good.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah, that
was,
one.
I thought that was an interesting book though. I thought that
It
cool.
was the first part, and then I just got
Okay,
bored
guys,
out of
The
my mind.
movie's so good.
Let's not turn this into a book club. okay?
Sorry,
But it is.
You sure you don't want to read a book club?
No, let's not. Turn
Okay,
this into
back.
a book.
You
book
said
clubs.
you read your spiritual books.
Well, that's still
That's part of the book club.
Oh.
You can move into.
All right, so I'm asking
projects.
some questions I asked Munna last week.
Okay,
First one, what is a hymn a hymn that you want to learn?
him that I
Like
want.
number one, you want to learn.
Okay. Well, it's like I know it, but I don't know it like 110%. K Berto, oh my goodness.
Okay, Alberto.
Yeah.
Why you want to sing a psalm this year?
I just want to do it by myself.
You can do it by
I've
yourself.
done it actually with Isaiah before.
Yeah,
I've
we're
done
not
it
inserting a
with
clip of that one.
I've done it with another deacon before. I listen to it in the car, but hopefully this season I can
You'll get it down. You'll get it down for sure.
I'll get it down for
Munna,
sure.
you gonna do that too?
Huh?
Solid,
Uh,
super
I
confident.
wanna try to learn Mirelo.
Michelo?
Yeah,
That's not what you said last week.
I actually said I wanted to learn the symbols. I didn't say him.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
this
what did
is
you say
my-
about
this-
Palm Sunday last week?
That
we-
everyone's happy and
Uh,
very
yeah.
joyful because
uh,
Jesus entered Jerusalem.
Oh, there,
I
you
thought
got it
you
right
said
this time.
Egypt.
Good
Huh?
job, man.
No,
Good
no,
job,
I
man.
didn't say that.
I thought you said Egypt.
No, I said Jerusalem. He was born in Egypt. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He was born in a
What?
manger. He was born in
Right.
Jerusalem.
He was not born in Jerusalem. He
I'm
was born in
dude,
Bethlehem.
Jokes, dude. Jokes. Calm
Oh.
down.
Okay.
Look at me. Look at me. Are you joking? Look at me.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
Jacob, I like the abs.
I'll let that one. I'll let that one slide. I'll also ask you another question. What's your favorite Pascha day?
Holy Week. What's your favorite day of Holy Week?
The same thing. It's the same thing.
You know, allergy season.
Oh yeah. Bless you.
Say, what's the question again?
What's your favorite day of
Holy
Holy Week?
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. It
Palm
comes down-
Sunday?
How
Sorry,
you let
sorry,
me answer the
okay.
question?
It's gonna either be Thursday or Bright Saturday.
Covet.
Right Saturday, hands down.
Covenant Thursday
Yeah.
or Bright Saturday.
Right Saturday, hands down.
For
I know
sure.
Minas is Wednesday. He's one of those kids.
What?
Oh,
What?
I'm joking. You're just like, oh, that's Sunday because you want to eat. No. The picnic.
Oh.
That's your favorite.
I'm
the
not
picnic.
actually. If you're a Coptic youth out there, what do you guys do on Sundays after?
Yeah, what do you guys do?
On Easter
Because
Day.
we have
We do
we have a
picnics.
picnic,
Yeah, we do. Picnic.
and
Uncle Samir hosts. No.
yeah, shout out to my
Uncle
boy
Hanna.
Uncle Hanna,
Yeah, Uncle Hanna.
cooking up that chicken and
Hold on. This is the Arizona he sells
go
for 75 cents.
75 cents at the
Dude,
vending
it's a
machine.
bargain.
And it
it's
says
a
$1.
It's a bargain.
You know what?
Saint Mary basement.
Everything
bargain.
in the economy had inflation. Uncle Hanna had deflation.
Deflated. Oh my god.
He made it in life.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you
We
had
have
to guess,
corn milk, monsters, all for
dude, yeah.
75 cents.
By the way, why? I just want to know what is the reason for putting first off like chocolate milk when like half of the year we can't have milk, and then
You know when you have little
and then
babies,
putting
kids,
Monster Energy. No, but it's like
With the
it's
milk.
like
Just
protein.
it's a
It's like a protein
good
shake.
it's like
mix.
a formula.
It's a protein
Liver King
shake.
concoction.
It's a Liver King concoction.
No, but why do we have Monster Energies down there? Who needs a Monster Energy?
I don't know, dude.
No,
Abuna
no,
needs
Abuna.
Monster.
Abuna's very healthy.
I mean, Abuna's been asleep since
He's
we've
been
gotten here.
He's
So.
been working out a lot.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
always does.
he is. Working,
That's what they all say. but,
working
like,
out.
I
That came from me.
I guess we'll never really know.
I mean, we'll never know like how big their muscles are because the Galabay covers it all. We were talking about this in the car.
Unless it's like a pump cover at the
We
gym.
were talking about.
Yeah, looking.
Imagine after a pump, his
Oh,
whole
God.
bicep is like tearing the galabeya.
Dude, you know how big his bicep would have to be to tear the Galabay?
Dude, his biceps have to be huge, bro.
It would have to. Next conversation.
All right.
Onto gym though. Onto gym.
Oh yeah, on
Let's
to
talk
gym.
about the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a good. You're a big lifter. You know, we're not just talking about how we should not be flexing about our.
Our routine.
We're not gonna flex, though.
Not talking about the
Well,
gym.
obviously,
He's
Let's talk
talking
about the
routine.
gym.
So you do
Healthy
play
habits
football.
in the gym.
Yeah, you do play football, so obviously you have to lift. It's part of your.
What's your biggest pet peeve in the gym?
Pet peeve.
Yeah.
Seeing
I'm
more.
not
of
even
it.
gonna. I'm not even gonna lie.
Seeing me. That's
I'm
that's
joking.
the opposite of pet peeve.
It's like ego lifting, but in specific
Oh
deadlift.
my
When you're
God.
ego lifting just to deadlift.
Yeah.
But what if what do you?
Wait,
when people like try to like deadlift like 405 and they cannot deadlift 405.
Yeah,
They
you
put it on
And
the
they're like
bar.
they're trying to rep it.
Like, if you are not a professional deadlifter, or if you're not using it for the purpose of stretching your lower back, then please do not throw 315 on the bar. Please
Just put one plate.
do your
dude.
back a favor.
You're back.
No,
No, so
I don't like
And drink a Liver King concoction.
this is gonna relate to most of the people watching this. If you go to the gym, people that don't re-rack their weights.
That's your biggest pet peeve.
That's probably you,
100%.
Muna. That's probably
No, at first when I first time ever going to the gym, I didn't know what to do. Left the weights, khalas. Now,
Those are for the weights.
yeah, now it's so annoying. And the people that
so
that do that, and then they go in the back, watch what they do. They're like, oh, that one, he's so fat, he doesn't know how to do it. That one, he's skinny, he doesn't know how to bulk. They're so judgmental, dude.
So neither of y'all think like that your biggest pet peeve is like those like really not to hate on them, but those like really old people that are at the machines for 45
Oh,
minutes and
no,
they do leg press like
actually,
this.
Hey,
hold on,
I'll drop a video for you. You know,
We're gonna put a clip in.
we'll add a clip of something we see at the gym every day. man throws on at least 1,000 pounds on leg press.
Don't.
I promise you, his legs don't.
Wait, you saw that? Like at your gym?
Oh yeah, for sure.
No,
Do you
definitely.
have a video of it?
Dude,
Oh yeah.
my gym, I have a video.
We'll drop it right now.
It'll be right here.
No, right here this time.
Right here?
No, right here. You already have
right
something on it.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Muna wants something on his head.
A bounty.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways,
No,
yes,
I have a ego lifter on my gym. The whole leg press filled with 45s. No space, puts it on top. Okay, biggest ego
Honestly,
alive.
he has someone sit on top.
He has a bigger ego than his age. Okay, goes on.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just wait. Goes on, bends his knee just like a little centimeter, and boom, re-racks the weights. Waits for 15 minutes so his muscles could regenerate. Okay, and then boom, one more rep.
Did you ask him? He said regenerate.
No, I say regenerate.
Oh, you say regenerate.
Okay, and then one more rep.
Is it 20 reps?
No, Tony Red's humongous now.
10 reps is humongous now. All right, Mena wants to go to sleep. So
I really don't want to call out the Make-A-Wish kid like that, but what's up, Make-A-Wish?
Mena really wants to go to sleep here. So
do you really, or are you just a hater?
Honestly, I want to go to sleep.
Okay, everyone wants
to
go to
sleep.
sleep.
So I say let's end it
All right,
right
anyways,
here, right
so
now.
thank you for watching.
Keep it in 99 with your hosts, Mena and Isaiah, and our special guest George.
So thank you for watching. If you still stayed to this point, check out. Hold on, baby. Let me finish.
What do you mean? Don't call you George?
Dude, don't call me George, bro.
Bogdady King.
Yeah, I like something.
King Boogie. Okay.
All right. Anyways,
1, 2, 3.
No. On this episode.
Actually, yeah, do that.
On this episode of Keep It in 99, I'm your host, Mena, Isaiah, and our special guest, Boogie Down. Boogie Down King.
Boogie Down Daddy.
No, actually, outro.
Is this the intro or outro?
No, we're just joking. Outro.
This is some outro.
Okay, anyways, so thank you for watching. If you
Keep It in 99.
enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and like.
Share it to your friends.
Share a comment. Yeah, share it to your friends.
Any D1 athletes, hit the Google Forms.
Yes, hit the Google Forms if you want to, do what George did here and feature on our podcast.
D1 athletes, especially.
Well, I haven't taken the mic from you, bro. And check out the Instagram that's linked in the description. It's gonna have the podcast Instagram and all 3 of our Instagrams linked in there. So if you think George was cute, you can.
Sorry, okay, left.
You can hit it up. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and see you later.
Yeah,